Hi, welcome to the Chit Chat Room. My name is Eunice Lewis, and I am the author of I Can't Wait Till I'm Grown. Very proud of this book. Great book. Need to get yourself a copy at eunicelewis.com. And let's get started with our chat for the day. I want to talk about growing up now versus growing up when I was a child. When I was a kid, we had the word or the person God in schools. And the first thing that we did when we got into class was say the Pledge of Allegiance. And that included one nation under God. And they took that out. We got swatted in schools. You had a choice. It was your bottom or your hand. And I always chose my hand because I could snatch it back every time they went to go swat my hand. So that was pretty fun until they finally said, okay, turn around. We're not going to go through this anymore. So we got swatted. And based on what the offense was, we could get swatted 1, 2, or 3 times. It wasn't child abuse, and it wasn't something that we ran home and said, Mom, I got swatted in school today, because you, of course, didn't want to tell your mother, because guess what? You're going to get it again. But I go on to say that because kids today, they don't get swatted in school. They don't talk about God in school. One nation under God. It's not discussed at all. And unfortunately, teachers have no control or very, very little control over children. Kids are bringing guns to school and killing one another. I don't think I really heard about that when I was a child growing up and in school. And so we had discipline in schools. We had discipline at home. You'd get your behind toe up in school and at home. Today, kids will cuss a teacher out and think that it's okay. The children that are being raised today are being raised by, again, more children. And back when I was growing up, although there were teenage moms, these moms were being raised by also teenage moms when they first started growing up. Because my mother was 21 when I was born, and I was her 5th child. So the kids today are being raised basically by social media and computers. They don't go outside and play anymore. They're much larger children now than they were when I was a child. I remember the size 6X. Does 6X even exist anymore? I was probably about 6 years old, maybe, when I was wearing a 6X or maybe 7. Our kids are much larger because of the foods that we eat. The government, unfortunately, I'm going there, is almost allowing so much into our foods that our children are big kids. The girls are being busty at the age of 8 and 9 years old. I remember I didn't even start being busty until I was maybe 13 years old. And even then I was like, oh my God, I got little breasts. And a young man came to the door and I had a crush on him, and I opened the door, saw it was him, and knew my little breasts were kind of poking out there, and I slammed the door in his face. And it was pretty funny now that I think back on it, but girls really don't care about being busty, or the parents are not even thinking about being busty. Their kids being that way, but the times have changed. And if you do like an aerial view of the kids in church now, all of these kids have cell phones or tablets that they're paying attention to more so than they're paying attention to the pastor and what the word is. We get popped on the head for almost going to sleep. You couldn't get there. And if you did, you might get thumped in the leg or something. But we were disciplined. And the kids today, unfortunately, are not being disciplined. The other thing that I want to talk about is, does the food that we eat have any, existence, or do they coexist with mental illness? I don't know. Maybe we could create a discussion here about that. Give me some conversation. Give me some questions. Maybe I can answer the questions for you if you have any questions. Also, maybe I could, we just create a conversation amongst the community. as to what you think the differences are between growing up then versus now. And hopefully we can get some answers. And I want to talk to you. Hopefully you want to talk to me, create some buzz. Subscribe to my channel, the Chit Chat channel, or the Chit Chat room. And get your copy of I Can't Wait Till I'm Grown by Eunice Lewis. Until next time, be good to yourself. You deserve it. Have a good day. God bless.